It's Gunvoot time! Hello people and welcome back to another video. Today I'm actually gonna talk a bit about another fun little build that's coming back. It's Witch Doctor this time, and after having played Helltooth for the past season, it was really good then. But it seems that another build is coming back to play. I'm talking about the Jade Harvester again. So let's just go straight through the items. This is not really optimized yet, because I use this weapon. I use the Dagger of Darts right now because it has good damage. I haven't really looted the necessary weapon yet, and that weapon I'm gonna show you that in the cube actually. I'll be using. You'll be using the 6-piece, just every item in the set, because so you can have room for focus restraint, which will boost your damage really much. Let's see here, the offhand. This is a new one, I think. I haven't seen it before, so but what it basically does is it increases your Locust Swarm damage. Also, it gives it the Pestilence rune, which is actually really huge, because then you can switch it out for another rune. And I'll go over the abilities just in a bit. I'll use the Belt of Transcendence right now. I don't really know if there is a better belt. I mean, you can always go with the Witching Hour for damage, but I think this is very good because you actually spawn fetishes all the time, because you spam Haunt, you spam Locust Swarm, Piranhas, you know, everything. So I mean, it's some extra damage. I think you are kind of looking at getting a Hellfire Amulet with a decent passive on it. I haven't gotten that yet, but the Ouroboros is a pretty decent amulet. It has decent stats at least. And then we get to those. I think those are new too. They basically gives you a shitload of survival. It reduces your damage taken by 6% for each stack of Soul Harvest that you have. And this plays into the new weapon. The weapon I don't have. Because I'm gonna go through that now. So let's see here. It's basically, let's see if I can find it. I think actually, yeah, there it is. The Sacred Harvester. Soul Harvest now stacks up to 10 times. You want to have this actually equipped, so you can cube anything different, like, say, Furnace, because of the elite damage. I haven't really found anything other than that very effective cubing. And then for the other things, we're looking at this girdle here, Haunting Girdle, which basically does that Haunt releases 1 extra spirit, which is awesome because this plays also into our Haunt ability with the rune we're using. And then this ring, holy shit balls, is this a good one? I think it's new as well. I might be wrong, don't quote me on that, but you deal 100% damage, increased damage, to enemies afflicted by both your Haunt and Locust Swarm, which is very easy to accomplish because you do that all the time anyway. You just dot everything up and watch them die like bowling pins. Roll over like bowling pins. Anyway, that's the gear, that's the cubed items. Let's just talk about a quick about the legendary gems. So I basically use Esoteric Alteration right now because it gives a huge survival boost for the higher Greater Rifts. And Bane of the Trapped, as always, I find it quite useful in almost every build nowadays. Particularly in this one also because you will be in melee range quite a bit due to the way the Jade set works, which I'm going over in a bit. And then I'm just using Bane of the Stricken, because that 25% increased damage against bosses and Rift Guardians is very, very good, and it pays off. So the thing about the Jade set, the 2 set is really good, the 2 piece I should say, and the 6 set, the 6 piece is the thing that keeps this going, because the thing is here that you will dot everything up. You will spread Locust Swarm, you will haunt, and the thing is, the set, what it does is, it consumes your damage over time effects on enemies. And it's dealing instantly 150 seconds worth of the remaining damage. And that plays in onto our passives as well, because I'm gonna get over that. So I use Grave Injustice, which is awesome because it just reduces your overall cooldowns when you kill enemies. And this is the thing that plays into the Jade set, because Creeping Death, it allows your Haunt, the Locust Swarm, and the Piranhas to last almost forever, it says, but it is pretty much forever. And that's pretty great actually, because what this means is that Soul Harvest, when you have dotted up like every enemy, it will deal a fuck ton of damage. So Creeping Death is kind of mandatory, I should say. Spirit Vessel, because survivability is key. And also Swampland Attunement, because oh my god, it's very good when you have a lot of enemies near you, because you get so much resistance. And it plays into your pickup radius. Abilities, I just use Poison Darts, because just to proc the Focus Restraint combo. I use Resentful Spirits on Haunt, because you release 1 extra spirit, and that is a huge deal. Languish on Soul Harvest, it gives a great deal of survival at the very least. A lot of armor. And also, that goes well in hand with the Sacred Harvest weapon that I need, because then you can stack up to 10 times, and that gives more intelligence as well. John, Spirit Walk, typical. Piranhas, because of the 15% increased damage. And now, because we have that offhand with the Pestilence on it, we can switch out the rune here. And I basically just use Cloud of Insects even, because enemies affected deal 25% reduced damage. It's pretty good, actually. Let me show you how this works. Let's just go for Torment 10, because as I said, I haven't really optimized it. I'm just gonna show you how it works, basically. So what you do, you dot up everything, and then you boom! You explode all over everything. So it's pretty nice, I should say. So what you have to keep in mind of here is that always keep everything dotted up. So you can go in and boom! Oh, I'm playing terribly today, but you get the point actually. Just Piranha and then boom! So that's actually how it works, but as I said, there is room for improvements. Basically the dagger, and I guess some ancient items, because I don't really have that many ancient items. Hellfire Amulet, of course, and let me know if there is a better belt to use than this that actually plays into the spec, because Oh, there is a belt actually, but I don't. The one that makes Locust Swarm slow enemies. I don't think if, that is very important though, because you will just run into melee range anyway and just explode everything. So yeah, that's the build in a nutshell.